Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Friday. So the title suggests there will be blood. And oh, yes, there will be blood. Carlos is already in on it. Carlos got the post, he gets it. It is going to be on tonight. For those who don't know what There Will Be Blood is, it is a little game we play here that is kind of like White Elephant, but with original art and sports memorabilia. It's a lot of fun. There's a possibility of getting dangled, and it's a whole thing, but everybody gets something out of this. There is no game of chance. It's simply all things valued equally and a fun way to select your own little gift. What's going on, Hellbolt? How are you doing? Hello, lady! It's not until I turn the bright lights on right before I go live that I realize how dirty my glasses are. You'd think by now, years of doing this, I would know to clean my glasses before. No. No, you give me too much credit if that's what you think. So yes, I am stoked because this version of There Will Be Blood has 2 pieces of football autographed memorabilia and 3 pieces of original art. And boy, oh boy, at $109.99, it is a stupid good deal considering the helmet that we have is usually about $130, retail $150. The jersey is usually about $125. 2 of the pieces of art are $125, and another piece of art is $135.99, and yet we're doing it at $109.99. Because Doug may not have 100% approved the price point. I simply use the price point. That is a warning, y'all. A raid is upon us. Hello, Raiders! What's going on, Lee Cozy? Cozy Art raiding in Nerd. What's up, buddy? How are you doing, man? I may or may not have been chatting with them here, so I may have known they were coming.
Welcome to my underground lair. You're just in time. Enjoy the show.
That's right. A button to push. Lee loves pushing buttons. Loves it. Thank you, buddy. The horn of Hell Hammerhand. Helm Hammerhand will sound in the deep one last time, Saporos. Thank you for noticing. What's up, Carlos? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Still under the weather. Well, I don't know what's going on, Nate Dog. I don't know. Andrew, how are you doing? My goodness, I can't get through anything. Scoobs, what's up? I'm seeing all these wonderful people that are here now. I can't get over how insanely good this There Will Be Blood is. I can't understand why they let me do it. Sup? Yeah, Andrew's like, sup? Sup, dude? Who called me and said, hey, do you have any games or anything that you plan on playing today? Well, I do, sir, and it's going to be great. For those who are new and have never seen me before, I am DC, colloquially known as DC the Breaker. I am the host. This is your show. We here at DCD Collects do original art in fun ways and manners. We gamify things. We talk about pop culture, life, sports, and the pursuit of mehness. Because we all know there is no happiness. T-Bone's like, ha ha ha, what did you do? Oh, just wait, I got it for you. Don, what's up, Don? How are you, man? Take a look at this absolute repugnant thing that I did. Trevor, you and Doug said to just find some stuff laying around the studio. I am going to blame this one on you. That is Kenny Walker III, Lunar Eclipse. Helmet by Riddell. It's a mini helmet. That is a Jaws Ron Jaworski signed and certified Eagles jersey. Fly, Eagles, fly. And how about a little Art Factory by Paul Maitland, original comedy. Amazing art. Somebody is walking away with one of those. Hellbolt, that's true. You are the happiness. So this is tons of fun. Which one you're going to get, you don't know until you open the envelope. I don't know until you open the envelope because it has been randomized live on camera. We've got you covered in case you are a fan of sketch covers, and I know most of you are. This is also a random sketch cover from either Daniel Govar, Gus Mauk, Zio Lee, Jeff Pena, Dr. Alvin Hernandez, or the legend himself, KP West. So that is one. And then finally, something from Doug's Vault. From the Vault. We only made 10 of those. This will be number 2. In addition, I only have 3 more cozies left. I only got 3 more cozies left. When it comes to cozies, I only got 3. These are the 3. I don't know if Kismet is trying to tell us something. But the letters that remain are D, I, and M. Now, listen, I know that that's probably coincidence. I know that the world is not trying to tell me I'm dim. It would be right, but I'm going to believe that that's not on purpose. I mean, I guess this could be mid, but we all know Lee Cozy's art is anything but mid. I just can't believe that our Beskar-clad friend is still there. Ooh, there it is. What's up, Bourbon? Hey, Bourbon. I baited you here with this. You can't tell me you don't like Jaws. Or should I say Lackawanna's own Ron Jaworski. Yes, he is a Buffalo boy. Born and raised in Lackawanna, New York, just outside of Buffalo. I may have also baited Dangle by having a KW3 signed helmet in here. Yeah, how do you not love some Jaws? How do you not love some Jaws? There will be blood. Bourbon, it's $109.99. And I think, listen, I didn't change the price because then I feel like I'd be betraying you. So even though everything in here costs more than $109, it's going for $109. And Trevor, Trevor is a 6.5-hour drive one way from where he is currently. And I know he's home because I just called him to tell him that the computer was acting up. I know he can't possibly get here in time to cut the power. I'm just saying. I know he can't get here to cut the power to get this going. So I'm not changing any of the prices. It is what it is. Better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Now, Bourbon's like, I'm in. Because even if Bourbon doesn't get Jaws, he knows that he can hold KW3 over Dangle's head if Dangle doesn't show up in time. Speaking of people ordering things, we had a Cozy X Star Wars SIG series sell. Yep. The excuse me. I had a sneeze, it didn't come off. It ended up being a cough. Go figure, that's how the world works. K2SO. K2SO is now gone, and I have a box to open with that. While I'm back here, I also have a couple of things to show you.
A little bottle of water, a little bottle of water, a little bottle of water.
Almost missed it. Thank you, Carlos. Oh, man. I know we got some Kosians, some Kosiites, some, I can't remember what you called yourself, what has been coined for you. This, as our dear friend Paul Maitland will tell you, he likes them thick. This is a thick piece of paper right here. It reverberated off my mustache. Cozy Knots, that's what it is, Cozy Knots. That's a big old thick piece of wood. Ooh! And people are already buying stuff up. Get in quickly, as it's already going. Now, what's really cool about this is not only do you get this original piece of art, you also get an original Roman arrowhead. Not only do you get this, excuse me, there's that carbonated water for you, beautiful space shuttle. I said do the Challenger, they said that's morbid, DC stop talking. But you get a piece of Space Shuttle Atlantis' heat foil. Scuba, I love lamp. Each of the historical hits come with an original piece of history with them. And if history isn't your thing, if pop culture and comic books are, how about a little oil painting by Kai? I can talk about it now. Kai has officially signed his contract with DC Comics. So guess what, folks? As soon as his first cover drops, these are doubling in price. Just letting you know. Folks, I know Bourbon is here. I know Carlos is here. I know Lee and the regulars are here, and they are my absolute best references and proof. When we met Kai a year and a half ago, I told every one of the collectors that were able to get into the first 2 runs we did with him to buy them because they are going to double in price within the next 3 years. He is going to be massive. Everybody is going to love him. Do yourselves a favor and get Kai covers while they're affordable. And a bunch of people listened to me and stockpiled as many as they can. And now you see the prices of his books between $600 and $800, depending on size and scope. If you want 2 characters on there, you're looking at probably around $1,200, $1,000 if he wants to cut you a deal. Exactly what I said happened, except it happened a year and a half faster. Listen to me, please, I beg of you. It's going to happen again. Now that and that, by the way, I said that, all he had was the Marvel Snap card contract. Now he has a DC Comics development contract. He's going to be doing covers. He's going to be doing work for them. Listen to me. If you are in the industry, you already know what I'm about to say is correct. I'm not trying to be one of those dork seller a-holes on late night TV that are like, oh, you got to do this. Oh, look at this 90 Fleer set. This is going to be. No, listen, this is original art, and we've already proven that this kid is fire. It's going to go up again. The moment his imagery is slapped on a cover, forget about it. It's going to go up again. Lee bought into one of Kai's breaks. Absolutely. T-Bone has some. I have one. Scoobs, yeah. The Predator is still available. It is still in this run. I know somebody who wants it. They said if you get it, they will trade for it. It's here. I gotta move Bruce Lee out of the way. And Ghost Rider, apparently. My goodness, I have so much art, it is obscene in a good way. It's this bad boy. The Predator on black cover. Because it's so dark, it's tough to see. It's just ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. And there are already trades available. Carlos says, I have 4 covers and 3 sketch cards. Well, man, listen, what I'm saying is Carlos is listening. He knows we've even had to raise our prices because we can't get them. We are, granted, Kai loves us. Great guy, wonderful human being. We have to see if he's available for us even. Goodness gracious. Thankfully, he was able to fit us in for some more, so we have another run. Absolutely, Lee. I think you should do exactly that. I think that's exactly what you should do. All right, let's take a peek at the orders that have come in so far. Oh, Bourbon, man of his word. Oh, no, I can't see. Help me. Help me, I can't see. Oh, no. There it is. Bourbon. Mearbin. There you go, man. Oh, yeah, Scoobs. They are no longer $450. They are no longer $500. Is now $600. Yes. Go to his website, Scoobs. Go to his website. You will see, depending on the time of year and how busy he is there between $600 and $800 for a commission. Speaking of his commissions, the giveaway, because for those who may not know, every run we do of original art also has a big giveaway at the end that is absolutely free for somebody who bought into that break. We have something very special for this one. This, the sheer size of it, on his website would be a $2,000 commission. And I threw it. Oh, thankfully it is a giant piece of wood, and you can't hurt it, and I'm carpeted. That is Abe Sapien. It is in protective plastic because the studio is, I mean, it's got me in it. You see how I throw things around. We just don't want to get water or Red Bull on there. Oh, I'm sorry, $1,700 commission. Well, yeah. Yeah, no, trust me. You can't hurt that, buddy. That's just, it's the same thickness as Lee's boards. They are not thin. Booyah. Haha. I wish that were, hey, listen, Bourbon, if that was the case, I'd drop all of them. Now, the comic books, yeah, I'd be nervous if I dropped the comic book, because the comic book you can ding. That piece of wood, no, you're not going to break it. I could probably use one of Lee's as a shield fighting a Viking, and it would still be unscathed by the end of the war. Where are we? Let me go over here. So, there are 5 spots for There Will Be Blood. 2 of them are gone. So 3 more spots and we will get that party started. I do not know how many of the comic books are left. Let's take a look. We can view this together. Well, I don't need that. There's Modern. 8. Now, listen to this. Carlos and Doug each grabbed one. Carlos pulled the absolutely gorgeous Black Panther. He is willing to trade straight up for that Aliens one. Doug also bought one. He is looking for the Thor. So there is a trade. Bourbon, are you talking about signed, certified, and delivered? There are 4 remaining. Guaranteed 9.8 gold label autographed comic with a 9.6 Walt Simonson Beta Ray Bill 1 Stegman cover signed. I've been waiting on this one to sell out too. Those last 4, I am fairly certain I know exactly what 2 of the 4 are that are left. And years, man, listen, I think that's 3 months old. 2 months old. I don't know, I have to check the tape. I don't know. Cozy's Historical. 7 remained. That's the giant Hasselhoff giveaway. That is unbelievably good. From the Vault is also at 4. I gotta fill somebody in for that. This is the new TBA. Boop, boop. Modern Day Renaissance is the name of the Kai ones, BT Dub. We've got you covered. Number 16 is TBD. That is in the break. That leaves only 4. Art Factory. Number 10 is in the break. That is TBD now. Moving right along. We have the Bruce Lee. 4 spots left there. We are down to the final 3 for Lee. Doug said, hey, DC, I want that K2SO. And I said, well, buy a box. Hey, there he is. Doug, just talking about you. Hey, Doug, you ready to see what's inside your box? So Doug wanted this right here, a Lee Cozy K2SO. And DCD Collects proudly presents Cozy X Sig Series, featuring a You Pick'em original sketch art card by Lee. And a sealed 2023 Topps Sig Series. All right, man, let's get it. Doug, let's see what you got. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a good one. This is one that people are not going to be upset about. This one has a massive following. How about a little Ezra? Listen, there's better than Ezra, but there's not much better than Ezra. Taylor Gray. So there you go, K2SO and Mr. Gray. And an autofocus that is focusing on the reflection. There you go, man. And then there were 3. Did all the other unconventional, no, Scoobs, mine is left. Mine is at $350. We reduced the price because I got in trouble for that one. Doug doesn't yell often, and he definitely didn't yell this time. But Doug was deeply disappointed about how upset I was about my box, simply because Doug and Lee cheated, and I followed the rules, so I was a little bummed that as the only person who followed the rules, mine just wasn't as awesome as theirs was. So we reduced the price on it, and you have to be a Star Wars fan. It is really nice for a Star Wars fan. I think you are going to be marveled at it. And I am now very excited at $350 for that box. It is a grand total of, I believe, 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus a couple of movie posters. It did, yes. In the comments it said, buy Doug and Lee's box first. Those are sold. Now you can buy mine with confidence. What's up, Paul Moislin? Hey, Paul. I don't know if you know this, Paul, but boy, your dogs are very chatty. How do I know that your dogs are chatty? Well, Paul, you left your microphone on, and all through Lee's stream, we were talking to your dogs. All 3 of them. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They are very outspoken. They are very opinionated. And I'll have to say, one of them, I don't know which one because I don't know their barks yet, was a little rude, but the other 2 were respectful of everybody's opinions. He's like, I thought I muted. No, it's okay, buddy. I'm actually kidding. They were not very loud at all. There was a couple of barks. It was actually kind of funny because we would say something and they'd go, "Burp!" And we'd be like, oh, well, apparently they don't like that one. It ended up being rather humorous. And no, it was not overly distracting. Once we figured out what it was, we're like, oh, actually, that's kind of funny. It was actually kind of funny. They piped up at the funniest moments in the conversation. So it was as if they were understanding what we were saying and responding in kind. He's like, I was changing brake pads. Man, it's all good, homie. It happens. It happens. Yeah, so that was right before the show on Cozy Art, his stream, which was a lot of fun. He is working on an unbelievable Universal monster piece. I'm not going to give it away for those who don't watch his stream. I'm going to make you watch it because it is that good. No, Paul, it was actually, like I said, it was more funny than anything. I'm just busting your matzo balls. All right, folks. So, here we go. Let me see what we have here. Ooh. Bourbon showing off. Oh, yeah, dude, that pen set was legit, right? That pen set was legit. Do you set little toy cars on fire when you're trying to sell them? Tommy boy? Tommy like Wingy. This is a true story. This is a true story. I almost got a tattoo of Chris Farley. I swear to God, this is true. It was in my early 20s. And I was getting I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tattoos. One of them is pretty big. And there's this scene where the late great Chris Farley scrunches his face into his neck and goes like this, and it's hilarious because he's just a massive human being and it's funny. And I was gonna get that face with the words in like a Comic Sans, but like bouncing around, silly like, that says "You're naughty." Like, "You're naughty" when he's talking to the little bun. And I was gonna get it on my right butt cheek, so that every time I mooned somebody, they would have Chris Farley with his big face smiling at them saying, "You're naughty." And at the time, I would moon people regularly, so I mean, it was useful. And I got so far as to designing the tattoo with a friend of mine, Cristobal in Buffalo, who had a tattoo parlor for a long time. And was like literally just, I wouldn't have cost very much because he's a buddy. He's like, pay for my ink and pay my cell phone bill this month and I'll do it for you. It's Carlos like, yeah, do it. It's a great tattoo. So, I got it to the point, and then the girl I was dating at the time said, if you get that tattoo, I will never sleep with you again. I didn't get the tattoo. She never slept with me again anyway, so should have got the tattoo. If I wasn't fat and out of shape, I'd get it now. Now, like in my 20s, I was, former military. I was in great shape. I was an MMA practitioner. I was in training. I was svelte. I was toit like Toiga. And it was okay if I mooned somebody. Now, if I moon somebody, it's a hate crime. Now if I moon somebody, it's offensive. Back then, it was cute. Now it's a misdemeanor, depending on what state I'm in, felony in others. I have to worry about children being around if I tried to moon somebody. Back then, people would be like, oh, that's funny. It's not funny anymore when you're old and fat. This is just the truth. Truth bomb. Truth bomb. I always a tattoo of my whole body, but taller. Paul Maitland wants to get the hedonism bot from Futurama saying, I regret nothing. You're driving along, la-dee-da-dee-woo, and all of a sudden the truck comes out, ew. No, Daddy, no, truck tire, can't stop. Yeah, yep. Do you validate parking? Get out. Yeah, Nate's like, I can vouch for that. I've been wearing the same underwear since Tuesday. I can vouch for that. Now that was a movie. That was a movie. Yeah, it's all the goods. All right, let me move back in. Let me go over here. All right, 2 spots remain. Let's get back to the focus here. Focus. Focus. I'll put that right there. I'm gonna encroach upon this. Oh, there it is. There it is. There we go. So I want you to all know I do not drink energy drinks. I stopped drinking them a few years ago. When I stopped drinking pop and I switched to water, I stopped drinking energy drinks too. And I slammed a Red Bull right before I went on. And it's actually making me tired, which leads me to believe that I definitely have undiagnosed ADHD, and the stimulant I just put in my body leveled me out instead of allowing me to be a little bit more manic. Prue, what's up, man? There Will Be Blood. Is it going to be open or blind? Well, 2 of the items are already open. Once we sell it, we will take a vote. Now, Prue, are you out if it's sealed? Because if that is going to disqualify you, I will make a executive decision to do it open. Because, quite frankly, the last few of them have voted to have them sealed, and it may not have taken in the feelings and emotions of somebody else. So, Prue, if you are in, if it's sealed, I will make an executive call and say it's sealed. Because if you jump in, that leaves only 2 spots for a 5-person break, and it gets nasty at 5. I will also explain all of the rules before we get started, and make sure that everybody knows exactly what's going on, because There Will Be Blood is a ton of fun. It is a lot of fun. It is, again, all of the items that are in it are of relative equal value. There is no shenanigans. Scoop's like, if it's open, I'm out. Well, I guess it's going to be down to whoever buys first then. It is just a fun way. It's just a fun thing. Survey says, who dis? Oh, hey, Prue. Prue, it's gonna be up to you. How do you feel? I prefer it open. Okay, well, hey, listen, folks. Let's do open. Let's do an open one. We haven't done an open one in a very long time. I think Prue is after some of that sweet, sweet artwork. I think that's what this is all about. Prue likes the art side. We already know Carlos likes art and sport, and we know Bourbon likes art and sport. Scoob's like, that's it, I'm out. Well, sorry, Scoobs, I love you anyway. No matter what, I love you. Now it's only 2 spots remaining. Where is Dangle? Where is Mr. Young? I, no joke, stole this helmet for Doug specifically for Dangle, so that Dangle could get dangled. Yes, there were ulterior motives to taking this. I'm not gonna lie, Bourbon, when he told me he had a Jaws jersey, I said, I'm gonna need to hold that for a little bit. Doug, why don't you let me hold that for a bit? And he's like, okay, DC, I trust you. Prue, what are your teams? I know I asked you before. I'm easy. I'm Orioles, Mets, Nets, and Wizards. Well, that'll be fine. Nobody else likes them. He's like, sweet. Yep, I don't know anybody that likes any of those teams. Except for actually, I do have an Orioles fan. So, Brian, who you usually see with Q, Brian is a big Orioles fan. And if I ever get anything that could have a key, like Rutschman, in it, he typically buys out whatever I have trying to get the Rutschmans. So when we do occasionally toss baseball around, I will tell you, Orioles, typically there is somebody that tries to go for them. I don't know a single Mets fan, Nets fan, or Wizards fan, so you're good there. What up, Money Mitch? How you doing? What did you miss? We have There Will Be Blood, Mitch. Mitch, There Will Be Blood is more fun than you can handle. I don't know if you've ever seen any of our videos doing them. They are a lot of fun. They are good-natured. They are pretty dope. So what happens is, we take 4 or 5 items. We reduce all of the prices down to $109.99 just for funsies. All items have a relative equal value between original art and or sports memorabilia. And then we do our version of a white elephant, which has a lot of fun house rules to it. For instance, what we do is we open up all of the items. In this case, sometimes we keep them sealed. This case, we are going to open them. Then we show everybody what's inside, which is a little different than a white elephant. I list all of them in a spreadsheet. I take the 5 people that are involved. I random their names 7 times in random.org for transparency. And then, whoever's on top gets to pick first. Now, that is a dangerous position to be picking from, because whoever picks next can either steal your item or pick a new item. And in this game, there are no take-backsies. If somebody stole something from you, you cannot steal it back. And once something has been stolen twice, it cannot be stolen again. It is locked in. That's it. That person owns it. How do we keep track? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. All of the items are originally highlighted in green once they are selected the first time. On the second time they are selected, they are yellow. Once they are stolen a third time, they are red. We call that the blood. Thus the name, There Will Be Blood. And it is fun for everyone. That's right, Monday. Hellbolt it's his birthday on Monday. I have it in my calendar. So Hellbolt, happy birthday. It is. These are, we've done what, 8 of them? I think this is our 8th. It's either our 7th or 8th. We've done a lot of these. And we've perfected the rules, after like the 3rd. I think we kind of figured it out starting with the 3rd one. And that made it, the fun thing it is. If you really have your heart set on something and somebody steals it out from under you, it's called getting dangled, because in each of the first 3, dangle got dangled, and thus we created the dangle, this right here.
Oh, you just got dangled.
Yep. Prue's like, There Will Be Blood is so good, I keep an emergency blood fund just in case one pops up. They are. Listen, I think every single time but one, the price has been less than the retail price. And the only reason the one we had was at retail was because I believe it was the last few of those items, and it triggered immediate giveaways. Other than that, we typically will grab, and it's not often very many of the same thing. For instance, this one being one of the Art Factory, one of We've Got You Covered, and one of From the Vault. Also an autographed jersey and an autographed helmet. And in addition, when it comes to our giveaways, if you win the item in There Will Be Blood, you get the item in the giveaway for the end of the run of the set. So not only are you getting a lot of fun at a discounted price, you're even getting that extra bid at the giveaway. I mean, that's what we do. That's how we do. And it is a lot of fun. Now, obviously, in addition to this, anything that is on DCDcollects.com is for sale. I do the openings typically either right before There Will Be Blood or right after. If somebody is in a hurry, we will pause There Will Be Blood just to open up something really fast. And that's how we roll. What's up, Sapporos? Money Mitch, there is on the site something that has a red blood drop on a blue background that says There Will Be Blood. It is priced at $109.99. You can purchase one of those slots and you will be in. Now, I warn you against buying multiple slots. People have tried it before, and I will tell you, you think you're hedging your bets by buying in twice. Folks, I will let you describe the folly of buying more than one. You're not even going to get it out of my words. I will let those who have participated talk about it themselves, because it's biased coming from me. It's truth coming from the general public. There will be blood, aka don't get dangled. Scoobs, the one that you got the 2 in, that was the ridiculous one. That's the one where we did the $200 print. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. We probably should not have done that. Bourbon says, oh, dangle. He heard the call. Dangle! You cannot steal from yourself, even if it's one slot to the other. So buying an extra isn't that advantageous. Especially if you get back to back, you're really screwed. Dangle! Dangle, you're not here for the Kenny Walker, are you? I'm assuming you're here for the Ron Jaworski? While we wait for the last spot to fill, we're going to open something for Bourbon. All right, this I will manually focus for. There we go. Bourbon says, give me one of those historical autographs, 2024 Retrograph Freeze. Oh, this is for Bolt. Bolt. Oh, Bolt. This is for Hellbolt's birthday. Let's rip it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is for, hey, Hellbolt. This is for your birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Mitch is in. It's sold out. Let's go. All right, first things first. Oh, man. Here we go. Hellbolt. Let's see if we can get you one of those Hall of Famers. We have Adam Kennedy. Matt Chico. What's up, Chico? Adrian Nieto. That's his first Bowman. How about Wilson Ramos? There he is in the All-Star game. We got Aaron Cook. Little Bowman Chrome action. And James Johnson. Oh, I remember Just Miners. Kennedy hit 3 homers in the ALCS in 2002. Doug would know. Man, there you go. 6 autographs for your birthday. Dos. All right, let me put Money Mitch into the run, and we will get started with the fun. Hey, that rhymed. Anybody want a peanut? Be gentle, it's my first time. Man, I haven't heard that in a while. All right. Let's get this started. All right, for those of you tuning in for the first time, wondering what this madness is about, you're about to see what this madness is about. You're about to see the goodies. Let me hide There Will Be Blood from the site so nobody tries to pick that up now. Boop. All right, it's hidden. Carlos, Bourbon, Prue, Dangle, and Money Mitch. Are there rocks ahead? If we are, we'll all be dead. I sounded more like the Count than I did Andre. We know the Jaws jersey's there. We know the KW3 Mini is there. Those are the easy ones. Now it's time to see what is in the rest of the break.
Oh, you just got dangled.
That's a preemptive dangle from Dangle? He's like, I already know this is coming. I'm just going to get it out of the way now. You got dangled. Or that was Dangle's equivalent of peeing on the leg and claiming it as his. That KW3. So, there it is, Dangle. There's a up close and personal look, man. There it is, KW3. It is the Lunar Eclipse alternative.
I want more. And I know I shouldn't.
There you go, bud. This is a close-up of the Jaws jersey. Let me get this out of the way.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on right now.
It is Eagles. It is Jaws Eagles. Jaws Eagles. I didn't open it, but that is the most famous green, white, and silver team he played for. So, front and center. Dangle's like, I am definitely going to go for that jersey. Dangle wants to get that so we can score a trade, maybe. All right, Doug, talk to you later, man. All right, so a replay of the rules real fast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to There Will Be Blood. It is our own version of the White Elephant. 5 items will be opened. 5 players will be involved. All items are worth basically the exact same amount, and they are all equal in value. This is simply a fun way to collect fun stuff with friends, which we all are. So we already know that there is a helmet and a signed jersey in here. There are 3 sealed envelopes full of art in front of me. We're going to open each of those, list them on the spreadsheet. Once everything is opened, I am going to random all 5 names of the people who are involved, which is Carlos, Bourbon, Prue, Dangle, and Money Mitch. And we will then have the order in which we are going to play after random.org spits it out 7 times. The first person on the top is going to select the item that they want or that they are bluffing for. That is then theirs. The next person can either steal the item or pick a fresh item. If the item is stolen, it turns yellow. In highlights, that means there's only 1 steal left. If it is stolen again by somebody else, then it goes red. That is what we call the blood. That means it is locked in. You cannot steal back from the person who stole from you the same item. And it's called take backsies. We don't allow take backsies here. Other than that, it's all about having fun. I will tell you, as a result of There Will Be Blood, we've had a couple of trades happen immediately afterwards. Just throw them in the Discord. Money Mitch, Doug was going to send you a Discord link. Did he get you into Discord? If not, I will do it right now. Discord is where we make all the official trades. Once I see them on Discord, I make them happen in the studio and send them out during the next shipping day. So, that is it in a nutshell. Got the link, not gotten into it? That's fine. I just want to make sure you got the link. So now it's time for the others. No take backsies or tabaxies. Either or works for me. It depends on the dialect and part of the world you're from. We are going to kick it off with this little nugget. DCD Collects proudly presents Art Factory. Let's get the right focus here. DCD Collects presents Art Factory, original art by Paul Maitland. Some of the funniest scenes in television and movies. Pour vous. All right, so it was 10 of 14. What item is going to be added to There Will Be Blood? It looks like... Oh, The Hangover! Oh, man. It's a satchel. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one. There it is. It is framed and matted for you, ready to go. So we now are adding The Hangover. Next up, DCD Collects proudly presents We've Got You Covered 4. It's an original sketch cover from either Daniel Govar, Gus Maug, Zio Lee, is 16. No, that is not what's happening. I can tell you Instagram still has me. Instagram is still live. All right. Yeah, so, as a heads up, I have a view on my Instagram feed. Instagram, we never lost Instagram. Instagram started up on its own. Or, excuse me, never stopped on its own. So, I can tell you, It is definitely, it was definitely live on Instagram. So let's go over it again now that everyone is back. Zio Lee does a print of the original pencils on the back, it included in the back of all of his original books. So those were the original pencils. This is the original art. That is Captain Marvel #1 sketch variant cover. We are the Lollipop Kids? Carlos, that's weird. Okay, hold on. All right, how about now? I sound like I'm in the Lollipop Guild. Really? Is it still jacked up? How about now? Yeah, Hellbolt, it doesn't look like we lost the Instagram feed. It looks like we just lost the Twitch feed. So it's Twitch acting up, not the internet. Yeah, it's definitely Twitch. Because Instagram never lost feed, and Instagram never had a change in the sound. So just a heads up for those watching on Twitch or YouTube. Art cover and the pencil print. All right, and the last one. We need the big one for this one. All right, here we go. DCD Collects proudly presents From the Vault. 2 of 10. Oh no. It's an original Mark Teixeira. Sepulros, no, using Streamlabs. non-OBS. Yep, that's one you're gonna want. All right, how about now? Better? Okay, so all I did was I turned off the, all right, here's the other thing we can do. So this is going to sound really bad. And this should sound a little bit better. So, how about now? Hey, Katie! Interesting. Let's go.